Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Today, Tuna comes back to her farm and finds everything changing faster than she can process. Parts of the old place being cleared, the fish pond already improved, and a future she didn't ask for arriving in one afternoon. Alex doesn't push her. He listens, adjusts the plan, and finds a way to protect her without taking away her choices. If you enjoy this story, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next video. All right, let's begin. Alex started the day as the CEO of his own small operations with a decision he hadn't said out loud to anyone yet. He'd been thinking about Tuna's farm for weeks, how the old kitchen leaned, how the ground stayed uneven after rain, how the fish pond looked tired. Tuna never complained. She just kept living around the weak spots. Alex couldn't. So that morning, after a quick shower and a quiet cup of coffee, he wrote a list. Repair the pond, remove unsafe parts, level the ground, prepare a safer home. He pictured the cold season creeping in, nights where the wind found every crack, mornings where the yard turned slick and dangerous. He pictured Tuna carrying Henry through that, quiet and stubborn, pretending it was fine. Alex didn't want fine, he wanted safe. He opened his contacts and found the name he needed. Huang. Alex called first to get one thing, a phone number. Huang answered with a sleepy voice that turned alert the moment he heard Alex. Morning, Alex said. I need the contact for the leveling crew you mentioned, the one with machines. Andung, Huang said right away. You want his number? Yes. A few seconds later, the number arrived by message. Alex didn't waste time. He called. Dung here. Andung, this is Alex, Alex said. I need help at a farm site. Ground leveling, pond cleanup, and partial dismantling of an old structure. Can you come today? Today is tight, Dung said, but I can bring a small team first. Machine can be there by late morning. That works, Alex replied. Important. We don't destroy everything. We remove the unsafe parts and prepare the ground. Understood. Send details. Alex sent the location and a simple rule list. Safe first, keep it clean, don't touch personal items, ask before removing anything sentimental. Then he set the phone down and moved to the next line on his day. Work, because end-of-year season didn't slow down for anyone. By mid-morning, Alex was at the wood workshop. The yard was busy with incoming stacks. Workers moved between piles, marking, sorting, and carrying boards in a steady rhythm. Alex walked the line, checked new deliveries, and kept his instructions short. Separate these, he told the supervisor. This pile is fine. That one needs a second check. He glanced at the schedule pinned to the wall. End-of-year orders, then the rush before Tet. Keep labeling consistent, he added. If we're tired, we make mistakes. Don't guess. He checked the plywood stock too, made sure the sheets were stored flat, reminded the team to keep grades separate, and told them to photograph any questionable batch before it went into production. End of year meant speed, but Alex kept pulling them back to one rule. Do it right once, he said. Don't create rework. Across town, Tuna was doing what she always did when money was tight. She had sweet potatoes in a sack and a simple plan. Sell what she could, buy what Henry needed, keep the day moving. Before she left, she brought Henry to Ba Tang. It wasn't next door. It was a trip she planned on purpose because she couldn't keep Henry safe in a crowded market while carrying heavy sacks. Ba Tang took Henry without hesitation. Go, Ba Tang said. Sell fast and come back. Tuna kissed Henry's cheek and walked back toward town with her sack pulling at her shoulder. At the market, she sat by the road and lined up the sweet potatoes neatly. People asked the usual questions. She answered calmly, sold a few kilos here and there, and kept her face steady when someone bargained too hard. She didn't know what Alex was doing. She assumed the farm would look the same when she returned. Between customers, Tuna counted her small notes and folded them carefully, thinking about Henry's milk and diapers, thinking about how every day had to balance. She sold enough to make the trip worth it. then tied her sack tight and started heading back with that familiar mix of relief and exhaustion. By late morning, Alex's phone buzzed again. On Dung. We're on site, the message said. Starting with clearing the unsafe kitchen section. Pawn next. Alex replied immediately. Be careful, keep it tidy. Do not remove the whole frame. Then he sent a short note to Lan. Farm renovation started. I'm handling it. No action needed from you today. After one more round at the workshop, Alex drove toward the farm. He arrived before Tu Na did. That was part of the plan. He wanted the rough work done first, before Tu Na had to watch the strangers pulling things apart. By early afternoon, the site looked different. The most unstable part of the old kitchen area had been stripped down. Rotten boards were stacked aside. The ground near the entrance had been cleared. Near the fish pond, mud had been pulled out and the edges reshaped, cleaner and sharper, like the pond was waking up. A machine sat nearby while workers adjusted tools. Alex walked through slowly, checking that the work matched what he promised. Keep this beam, he told Dung, pointing. That one too. We reinforce instead of removing. Dung nodded. Okay. Alex looked at the pond again. Clean, but don't make it feel like a new place. She needs to recognize her home. Not long after, Tu Na returned. She came back with tired arms and a mind already full of chores. She expected to step into the same old yard and continue the same old day. Instead, she stopped at the gate, the cleared space where the kitchen had leaned. The pond, cleaner, shaped, almost beautiful. The stacked wood and the workers moving with purpose. Her breath caught. Then Alex stepped into view. He didn't smile like he was proud of himself. He looked at her carefully, reading the shock on her face. Tu Na's voice came out thin. Alex, what is this? And that was where the day truly changed. Tu Na stopped at the gate, staring. The old kitchen corner was opened up. Boards were stacked to one side. The fish pond looked cleaner, its edges firm and newly shaped. Her first feeling wasn't anger. It was shock, and a fear that something had been taken from her without being asked. Alex stepped closer, careful with his voice. Tu Na, he said softly. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before today. She swallowed. Alex, what is this? I'm fixing the unsafe parts, he replied, and preparing the ground so you and Henry can live better here. It's too fast, Tu Na whispered. I didn't have time to think. Alex nodded once. You're right. He pointed to what had been removed. Only rotten board, he said. The kitchen was dangerous. Henry shouldn't be near it. Tu Na's eyes moved to the pond. And the pond? It was collapsing at the edges, Alex said. We cleaned it and reshaped it. Safer when it rains. Tu Na's chest tightened. It costs money. Alex didn't dismiss it. Don't apologize for caring about money. She looked at the remaining frame beams, familiar shapes in the middle of change. Please don't destroy everything, she said, voice low. Some parts, I want to keep. Alex answered immediately. Okay, he said. We keep what we can. We reinforce the frame instead of tearing it all down. He turned and signaled to the crew, pointing clearly to what stayed and what went. The workers slowed and listened. Alex came back to her. We rebuild around your memories, not over them. Tu Na breathed out, shaky but relieved. Then Alex's tone turned practical. For tonight, he said gently, this place will be dusty and open. I don't want you sleeping here. I can handle it, Tu Na started. Alex shook his head. Not tonight. Come to my house, he offered. Just for a couple days, warm room, no dust. Tu Na hesitated, then shook her head. My animals, she said. If I'm far, I can't relax. I need to be close enough to check them. Alex listened, then asked softly, what do you want to do? I can stay at Ba Tang's, Tu Na said. Temporarily. Alex's jaw tightened for a second. Only the quiet conflict of a man who wanted her under his roof, while he was building her roof right here. Tu Na saw it. I'm grateful, she said, but I need to stay near my place. Alex held her gaze, then nodded. Okay, if that's what makes you feel safe. I'll ask her myself, he added. The afternoon moved quickly after that. Tuna checked her chickens and pigs, made sure water was set, and carried a few personal items away from the dusty corner. She didn't pack much, just enough for one night. When Alex returned, he walked with her to Ba Tang's place. It wasn't next door, close enough to be practical, far enough that Tuna only used it when she truly needed help. Ba Tang opened the door and took one look at Tuna's face. Alex spoke first, respectful and direct. Auntie, he said, I'm repairing the farm today. It's not safe for Tuna and Henry to sleep there tonight. Can she stay here for a few days? Ba Tang waved her hand. Of course. Tuna's shoulders dropped in relief. Henry was already there, safe and calm. When Tuna reached for him, he grabbed her shirt and pressed his cheek into her. Ba Tang looked at Alex. You did a lot today. Alex nodded. I don't want them living around danger. Evening came, and Ba Tang cooked a simple meal. Soup that warmed the room. A main dish that smelled like home. Vegetables clean and bright. They sat together, Alex, Tuna, and Ba Tang, around a small table that felt steady after a day of change. Henry sat close, calmer once the food arrived, watching faces more than the bowls. Alex kept his gratitude short. Thank you, he said. You've helped Tuna and Henry many times. I'm grateful. Ba Tang shrugged. She needed it. That's all. Alex asked about Ba Tang's health, if the colder air bothered her, if she was sleeping well. Ba Tang answered, then added, I won't live at the farm long term. I already have someone helping me. A young man. He checks in. Alex nodded immediately, accepting the boundary. Then just come visit, he said. When the place is finished, come eat, anytime. Ba Tang's mouth twitched. I'll come. Tuna spoke again, quieter. I don't want the whole house gone, she said. Even if it's old, it's mine. Alex looked at her and answered without hesitation. We keep the frame, he said. We save what can be saved. It saves money, and it keeps your memories where they belong. Ba Tang nodded once, like that sounded sensible. New is nice, she said, but respect is nicer. Tuna's eyes warmed at that, and she lowered her gaze so no one would see too much. Henry fussed, tired and needy. Alex reached out. Let me, he murmured. Tuna handed Henry over. Alex bounced him gently until Henry's breathing slowed, fingers clutching Alex's shirt. Alex looked down at him and spoke softly. We'll make it better, he said. Warmer, safer, not to erase anything, just to protect you. Tuna blinked hard and looked away. And I'll get him new warm clothes, Alex added, before the cold comes. The meal ended in quiet, not perfect, not solved forever, but clear. Tuna would stay at Ba Tang's for now, close enough to check her animals and watch the repairs, while Alex kept the work careful and respectful. Later, Tuna stood by the doorway, listening to the village quiet. Alex and his mother wanted her close, under their roof. Yet Alex was rebuilding her roof at the farm. Tuna didn't fully understand the shape of that love, but she knew one thing. For the first time, change didn't feel like a threat. It felt like someone was holding her steady while it happened.
Tuna trở về trang trại và kinh ngạc khi thấy công việc sửa chữa đã được tiến hành. Khu bếp không an toàn đã bị tháo dỡ một phần và ao cá đã được làm sạch và định hình lại. Alex giải thích rằng anh đang sửa chữa những phần nguy hiểm và chuẩn bị đất để Tuna và Henry có thể sống an toàn hơn, đặc biệt là khi mùa lạnh đang sắp đến. Tuna biết ơn nhưng cũng rất lo lắng về tiền bạc, về những kỷ niệm và về việc mất đi cấu trúc cũ mà cô vẫn cảm thấy như là của mình. Khi cô yêu cầu Alex đừng phá hủy mọi thứ, Alex ngay lập tức đồng ý, bảo tồn và gia cố khung sườn còn sử dụng được thay vì phá bỏ tất cả. Alex khuyên Tuna đừng ngủ tại trang trại bụi bặm, giang sở đêm đó mà đề nghị cho cô ở nhà mình, nhưng Tuna từ chối vì cô muốn ở gần để chăm sóc những vật nuôi của mình. Họ chọn một giải pháp thỏa hiệp thực tế, Tự Na tạm thời ở nhà bà Tang và Alex đích thân nhờ bà Tang giúp đỡ. Tối hôm đó, ba người cùng nhau dùng bữa tối ấm cúng giản dị tại nhà bà Tang. Nên Alex chân thành cảm ơn bà hứa sẽ hoàn thành việc cải tạo trang trại một cách nhanh nhất. Tập phim kết thúc với cảnh Từ Na cảm thấy choáng ngợp nhưng bình tĩnh hơn, bởi vì lần này sự thay đổi không cướp đi cuộc sống của cô mà đang được xây dựng xung quanh cô.